It started with a whisper, a faint, almost inaudible sound that seemed to glide through the cold Arkansas woods like a ghostly breeze. Maya had always loved wandering the forest near her grandfather's cabin, especially during the fall when the leaves painted the ground in fiery reds and golds. But this morning, something felt different. The air was unnaturally still, and a strange sensation prickled her skin, like the forest was watching her. Maya had heard stories of skinwalkers from her grandmother, tales from her Navajo ancestors about shapeshifters that could assume the form of any creature they desired, blending seamlessly into the environment to stalk their prey. She'd always dismissed them as old myths, fictional monsters crafted to scare children. But today, a flicker of unease gnawed at her. The first sign was a faint smell, an unfamiliar musk, musky and earthy, like a predator's hide. Curious yet cautious, Maya moved deeper into the woods, her sneakers muffling her footsteps on the damp leaf litter. Suddenly, she heard a rustling behind her. Turning swiftly, she caught sight of a movement, a dark, hulking figure darting behind a tree. Its form flickered like a bad television signal, occasionally revealing glimpses of a man, then something else entirely. "Hello?" Maya called, voice trembling but trying to sound brave. Silence. Then, a low growl echoed from the shadows. Her heart hammered against her chest as the figure, what she now desperately felt was not human, stepped into view. It was tall, covered in matted, dark fur, eyes glowing faintly red in the shadows. The creature's face was distorted, features shifting in a grotesque parody of a human's, sharp teeth glinting as it snarled. Maya stumbled backward, her mind racing. Her instincts told her to run, but her feet felt frozen in place. A sudden rustling behind her made her spin around, and she saw more figures emerging, human-like, but twisted. Some had elongated limbs, others had animalistic features, ears pointed like a wolf's or a fox's, claws glinting in the dim light. They moved with unnatural agility, surrounding her. Maya's breath came in ragged gasps as she backed into a thick bush. She remembered her grandma's stories. Skinwalkers could mimic human voices, call to their prey, lure them closer. And that's exactly what the creatures did now. A voice, smooth and eerily familiar, whispered her name. "Come closer, Maya. We won't hurt you." She froze. The voice sounded like her mother's, soft, caring. But the tone was wrong. It was distorted, laced with an unnatural hunger. She knew she shouldn't trust it. She clenched her fists, fighting the urge to listen, to move toward the voice. Heart pounding like a drum in her head, she turned to run. But the forest was alive with movement, more shadowy figures emerging from the darkness, blocking her escape. She felt claws raking the air just short of her arm as she narrowly dodged. She darted behind a fallen log, crouching low, her chest heaving. Panicked, she remembered her grandfather's teachings. If ever confronted by a skinwalker, mimic their voice and make yourself appear unafraid. Do not show weakness. She took a shaky breath, then called out softly. "Mom? Dad? I'm here. I'm safe. I'm coming home now." The creatures paused. They stared at her in confusion or perhaps in suspicion. The glowing eyes flickered as if debating whether she was a threat. Maya's voice cracked, but she kept it steady. "Please, I don't want any trouble. I won't tell anyone what I saw. Just let me go." For a moment, silence stretched long and tense. Then, the shadowy figures melted into the darkness like mist dissolving at dawn. The snarling and growling faded away, replaced by an uncomfortable silence. Maya slowly crept out from her hiding spot and looked around. The woods seemed eerily empty now, as if nothing had happened. Shaking, she hurried back toward the cabin, her mind racing with questions. How could something that looked like that be real? Was it really a skinwalker? Or just her imagination running wild? She hoped the latter, but deep down, she knew better. The forest had revealed its dark secret, and she had unwittingly peered through the veil into a nightmare that lurked just beyond the shadows. That night, Maya couldn't sleep. Every sound seemed amplified. Every creak of the old cabin, every rustle of the wind. She felt eyes watching her, waiting. And she knew with chilling certainty that the creature, or creatures, were still out there, hidden in the woods, always lurking just beyond sight, waiting for their next chance to slip into her world again. She remembered her grandmother's warning. Skinwalkers aren't just stories. They're predators, and they're always hungry. And as she stared into the darkness beyond her window, she wondered if she'd ever truly escape them.